The championship has reached a crossroads for Cork and Tyrone this afternoon, and they know well a win here could propel one of them back to Croke Park. Let's take a very quick check on the teams then, just to confirm. Stephen Sherlock in, with Brian Hurley out injured. That's the big news from the Cork dressing room. Sherlock wears 26, while for Tyrone, no late changes. So just the one change then to the team that beat Clare. Conn Kilpatrick starts at 9 alongside captain Brian Kennedy. Here's Morgan again, looking to mix it up. But Daniel O'Mahony read his intentions brilliantly. He was yards and yards there in front of Darragh Canavan. Ball is played through by Mark Cronin to Chris O'Jones. Just goes by the defender as if he wasn't there. Chris O'Jones on the run puts Cork back in front. Well, their game is all about turnovers and transition, and they do it so well. Now it's Tyrone's turn to put the pressure on. McCurry back to Darragh Canavan. The dynamic duo in full flight, and Canavan with a beautiful score, showing just why he's Tyrone's leading marksman in the championship. Long restart by Morgan, goes over the big men in the middle, picked up by one of them now. This is Brian Kennedy, puts it on a plate for Rory Canavan, who spins, shoots and scores. Well, that is Tyrone at their brilliant best, and they made it look very easy. Cork without a win over Tyrone in the championship since 2009. Kevin Flahav drives up the field, in over the top for Chris O'Jones, looking to get turned. Cork lead again. Well, sometimes there's just no substitute for pace, and Chris O'Jones has so much of it. Darren McCurry races out in front of Flahav. Kieran Daly's made a run, but spotted by Tommy Walsh, another very quick defender. Walsh to Maguire, and now there's another breakaway attack on. Steaming through the middle is Rory Maguire, hand in the air. Instead, Cork brings Sherlock into the game, and Stephen Sherlock brings the Cork crowd to their feet again. Well, Cork have now hit 3 of the last 4 points as Rory Canavan skips into the centre. Nobody able to stay with him, and Rory Canavan has delivered a beautiful finish. Well, you could see he enjoyed that himself as well, Rory Canavan.
Tyrone now have started to dominate the possession. They've maybe struggled to break down Cork as much, but they're now finding openings and finding gaps in this Cork side. Seanie
O'Donnell finds this latest one. This would be some score. What a finish from Sean O'Donnell. Now, if Cork could turn this over, things could get interesting. Lovely ball though to Kilpatrick. Again, the Eden Dork men on the same page. Kilpatrick, plenty of height. It's going to be close. Kilpatrick has managed to squeeze it over. Well, Tyrone are definitely into the groove now. Sweeping up the field again goes Tommy Walsh, glides across the ground. Here's Paul Walsh, he's in. That was a crucial tackle by Matty Donnelly, executed perfectly. And Paul Walsh's shot flies wide. Chris Kelly was right on the mark, and it sets Cork away. Shanley has plenty of options, uses Mark Cronin, makes the angle. Well, he's an old style, old school, number 13, Mark Cronin. And his confidence is sky high. Cork hit back. Nice ball to Darragh Canavan. Sucks in a few defenders. McCurry, but it's all got too tight for Tyrone. There's the turnover, there's the oxygen, and the break is on. Powder down towards Chris O'Jones. Where did Niall Morgan come from? And it looked like a deliberate trip from that angle.
But Niall Morgan brilliantly at intercepting, definite black card in that occasion.
Darragh Canavan, he's got the pace to beat O'Mahony. Canavan looking to cut in, improvises. Something special from Darragh Canavan. He'd lost O'Mahony, he'd lost control of the ball as well, it looked like. And then he comes up with a score like that. Cork forced backwards and wide. Brian O'Driscoll going around the outside. A decoy run made to open up the space, and Brian O'Driscoll swings over. A glorious score on the run. Well, we knew it was going to be tight, and that's exactly how the first 47 minutes have played out. Soon you'd imagine Brian Dooher, Fergal Logan and John Cleary will be looking to the benches as Ben Cullen plays a 1-2 with Kieran Daly. Back to Cullen, he's in! Goal for Tyrone! Ben Cullen, the most unlikely of goal scorers. The man from Eden Dork sneaks in around the back. Tyrone looking to press home their advantage with the extra man. Rory Canavan just encouraging Niall Morgan to make his move. He's going to shoot, and Niall Morgan is going to score. Well, you'd have to say it's been coming. It's his first point from play in this championship. McKernan gives it to Darragh Canavan. O'Mahony has slipped. Canavan with a wiggle of the hips. Darragh Canavan is really now into the rhythm. He has scored some beautiful points in this game. Well, they call him Dazzler around Eden Dork and Tyrone. And when he's in the mood and he's on his game, he's a very hard man to stop. As Darren McCurry pops up to top up the Tyrone lead here. Conn Kilpatrick has just been shown a straight red card, and that's a real hammer blow. Not quite sure what happened. I'm almost certain it was an off-the-ball incident. McKernan to Kennedy, to O'Donnell. Lovely first touch football. Cork chasing shadows. O'Donnell's in, and Chris Kelly has prevented goal number 2 from flying into the back of the net. Terrific save by Kelly. Nicely done by Tommy Walsh there. A flick of the wrist, and Cork have the turnover. Chris O'Jones. Tyrone have plenty of men back minding the house, so Chris O'Jones is forced wide and off balance. He's won his free though. Well, the quick free from Sherlock, and Niall Morgan had to be alive to it to make the save, and Morgan, well, he very rarely switches off. But there goes the full-time whistle. Tyrone have won back-to-back matches for the first time in more than a year. It's finished here. Tyrone 118, Cork 17 points.
It's important to just get back-to-back ones and get a bit of consistency as well for the players. You know, just a bit of belief back into themselves. But you know, they really worked hard in the second half, and you know, we'll look forward to next week. We get a home tie, so that's the important thing.
Yeah, look, it's not ideal. But we knew coming in here today, like the consequences. If we won, we were in Croke Park. If we didn't, we were third, and that's the way it happened. I thought we did play quite well at times as well. Got some very good scores. Our backs were outstanding at other times. But look, we ultimately paid the price for missed scores and the black card, and we'll just have to learn from that. And wherever the draw takes us now on Monday, we're off next weekend.